Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Premier Perspective. Today we are here to talk about the one, the only Manchester City.
Manchester City.
Manchester City played Wolves today. Dominant football as usual from City. Score started with a own goal from Dendonker off a good team play. City's first half didn't really seem up to par with their usual play, despite having the lead, but that didn't really stop them from dominating the game. Wolves tied it after a goal from a free kick, which I thought was a bad fall from Rodri to give up at a spot like that. But happy that we were able to score after that to put us back in the lead. Jesus with a good finish from a team play. I believe it was Mares to Walker to Jesus. Good finish from that one. I saw a deflect right when Jesus hit it. I saw it deflected in off one of the defenders, and from the initial angle, it really looked like it went off Sterling's hand and then went in. I don't know if you noticed that.
I didn't notice that. I saw the flick off the defender, but I didn't notice the.
Yeah, no, from
You
like
know,
from like the
yeah.
first angle, like from the outside angle, it looks like it hit Sterling and then went in. So I was like, oh my god, and it was the goal to go in the lead. So I was like, oh really? If we're not gonna get this goal. But then once they showed the other angle, it was off the defender and not Sterling, so that was good.
I was
Uh,
so mad when I'm gonna say when Laporte got called off sides. On
yeah,
I was like, are you serious, bro? He was like,
hmm
that
yeah,
was
centimeters.
maybe yeah. There's got to be some sort of rule put in place because they're not obviously it's not only because City. It's not like that was the
hmm
deciding factor, but other teams have experienced that too. That
I feel like the
this
the thing,
much.
I feel like that if the lines, you know how they put the lines, like the
Uh,
two lines. I feel like if the lines are touching, like you're not offside.
that's what I'm
Like you're, that's
saying.
what I'm
If it's
saying.
that,
Because
yeah,
like if the lines are overlapping and stuff, like I don't know, but it is what it is. If it were to go, I said like the way I say about that situation is that like if it were to go in our favor, we would be happy. So just let it be for
not of course, but it's yeah.
yeah. It is what it
I'm
is.
not
We were able
upset about
to get the goals
that.
afterwards anyway. So yeah. So Mares with the goal off a Wolves mistake from their substitute, and then Jesus concluded with a goal to get his brace to finish the game 4-1. Initially ruled offside, but after a VAR check, they saw that it was
Yeah,
on. Pretty much a makeup for what happened with Laporte. So
yeah.
yeah, that now leads to 21 matches for City.
21 wins in a row, insane. And next is we're gonna cover some just talk about key matches throughout this win streak. Um, for me, that Liverpool 4-1 win was
What a win.
it was an amazingly played from City. Didn't have KDB right when KDB went out right after the first Liverpool game. We were all worried like, all right, what are we gonna do? Like we don't have KDB. Who's gonna step up? How are we gonna play this now? And Allison played for us that game. We just got it now.
He really did play for us. Those
Either
mistakes are
way, we still
just
yeah, they were terrible. Way played absolutely amazing. And that really showed that Liverpool could not keep up, and that was a defining moment for me in the title race. The Tottenham 3-0 win. That's the best game City played all season for me. That was an
amazing.
absolutely amazing game.
Gundogan masterclass.
Uh, oh my God, he was so beautiful that game. He
So
put
good.
Davinson Sanchez on. He literally landed like this on the.
And
I watched that clip back today
mhm,
compilation. I was like, he literally put him flat on his face like that
mhm.
fish celebration in FIFA. Um, Everton 3-1 win as well. Um, Everton didn't really play great that day, but City were lucky they caught Everton on a bad day because Everton had been really kicking it up in the Prem. On the Gladbach win in the UCL, I know it was pretty expectant. Everybody said, "Oh, City easy draws all the
Mhm.
time." Gladbach not an easy draw. Gladbach's been absolutely disgusting this season. If anybody's watched them play,
Especially on the
um,
offensive end, scoring a lot of
oh for sure.
goals.
And what's the winger's name? Thuram,
Yeah,
right? He's
Thuram.
been absolutely insane this season, and City being able to beat them away, even though Gladbach were away as well due to COVID restrictions.
Mhm.
That was huge, especially going into that
For
second leg.
sure.
Uh, that's on that's on March 16th. City at home this time, so That'll be good going forward. I think City almost shortly through there. And the last one for me that was huge was just the West Ham win this weekend. Actually, I thought that if City were going to lose this streak, it was going to be to West Ham, and it was close. And City two center backs scoring that game weren't able to create as much as they would have liked, but definitely an amazing team performance. Played really well, despite not having their attackers score on the weekend.
Sure.
It really showed that City can really play as a team and still create from just about anywhere.
Yeah, what I take away from that West Ham game was, I would say, a performance of a championship of a champion team. The reason I say that is because despite not playing well at all, having what I thought was probably one of City's worst games in the whole win streak, and then still able to grab those goals and to still win the game. That's the performance of a champion. I know years, I'm trying to think what season that was. I don't know if it was our first season or second season that we won, but like I would remember how we would win these games late drama, getting that gritty goal at the end of the game. I think about the one Sterling versus Southampton
Southampton
right at
to
the
the
end.
top,
Yeah.
to the top,
So
man.
so I think about that. I think what's funny is that you could say that game was Mendy's most legendary moment at City. If I don't know if you remember, but Mendy was out during that period with a torn ACL, and after Sterling scored, he ran to the whole other corner to go celebrate with the fans.
Yeah,
And there's just a close up of Mendy, who has a torn ACL, limping and running to the corner to celebrate with everyone.
it was that
Probably
was
my funniest memory of Mendy.
what a guy, bro, Mendy.
But yeah, pretty much shows the dominance of City. Obviously, a win streak is eventually going to come to the end. Obviously, it's not going to last forever. We wish it would, but the time is going to come probably
Yeah,
sooner
that's
rather
absolutely.
than later.
Yeah,
Um, Big test for City and the win streak is going to be this weekend on Sunday, the Manchester Derby. For anyone wondering, yes, we're going to cover it. We're going to be having
of course.
two United fans on to give their opinion after. Let me not say it because I don't want to jinx it. But yeah, still City has a big games with Leicester, Chelsea, and Everton left in the Prem. I like we've said before. We said in the last video. I think the Prem is pretty much wrapped up.
We have to lose 4 times by a lot.
Yeah, which
Yeah,
I don't think is gonna happen anytime soon. Important matches up. Gladbach second leg, really important for City to go through and then to eventually win the Champions League, which is the most coveted trophy that we need right now.
need
FA
that.
Cup later in the month against Everton. Hopefully, we could grab that too. EFL Cup final next month versus Spurs. So basically, final thought is that City are still in for the quadruple, still the possibility of winning all four titles up to this point. I think that this season is the best chance. I think that what we lacked over past seasons was a strong defense, put us to the end. But
Right.
Ruben Diaz, man, what a guy.
Insane. Same with
What a
even
guy.
Laporte now. Laporte, once he's paired with, I mean, he can't be by
Yeah.
Garcia.
Yeah,
Like
no. I
now,
mean, Ruben, yeah, Ruben is the main guy there. So it's just switching up between Stones and Laporte, and both of them whenever they play, they're dominant, and City's defense is definitely going to continue to be great. I think City's going to continue to be great. And yeah, that pretty much wraps it all up. Once again, we want to say thank you to anyone who's shown support throughout this journey that we've been on so far. We're going to, like we said, be back this weekend with a video on the City versus United game with some special guests. So make sure to check that out when it comes out. Yeah, so like we said, like we always say, thank you for all the support. We'll be back and see you guys.